Tonight, I just wanna take you high. Throw your hands up in the sky. Let's set this party on fire.
Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do?
24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear.
Look out! Pop, pop, it's showtime. 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 Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Gone time. Oh, they don't know. Gone time. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up. I'm wearing Cuban links. Yeah. Designer mix. Yeah. Inglewood's finest shoes. Whoop, whoop. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Woo, shit. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do?
24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear.
Look out. Second verse for the hustlers. Hustlers. Gangsters. Bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach. I cannot preach. I gotta show them how I pimp get it in. First, take your sip. Do your dip. Spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh. We too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do?
24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear.
Look out. Everywhere I go, they be like,
Oh, so clear.
everywhere I go, they be like,
Oh, so clear.
everywhere I go, they be like,
Oh, so clear.
now, watch me break it down like,
24 karat. 24 karat magic.
what's that sound?
24 karat magic.
Come on now.
24 karat. 24 karat magic.
Don't fight the feeling, invite the feeling, just put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do?
Tell me what you're trying to do. 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear.
Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do?
24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear.
Look out.
And welcome, YouTube. Welcome. We are live out there on the YouTube. We're waiting for the feed to catch up with me here just to verify that you guys can hear me and everything. And there we go. Cool. So you guys can hear me well. Hopefully you enjoyed the little intro song there. That's one of Bruno Mars's new songs. Tonight on DMX Intro, or Intro to DMX, we're going to go back and we're going to touch some bases that we were struggling with some technology back, I believe, in episode 5, the Visualize It episode. We're going to walk back through the visualizer there And then we're gonna hopefully have a few people on the chat, and we will answer some questions. If you guys have questions about DMX lighting, I will do my best to answer them. If there are things you want to see with QLC Plus, I will do my best to show you how to do things in that software. I realize that I'm a little late this week. The notification that this event was going on, or this video was going live, was only posted about an hour or so ago. So I realize I am a little late on giving you guys a heads up notice on that. I was up late last night watching the election. For better or worse, we're stuck with him. Hopefully he'll do a good job. We're not going to get into the political tonight. There's enough of that going around on Facebook. If you want to check out political comments, by all means, open up your news feed on Facebook and you will find thousands of them. Anyway, jumping right on in to our show tonight. So we are going to, of course, not have stuff working. Give me just a second here. I got to plug it in. Plug in. Had to plug the right way. Alright, let's try this again. There it is. Configure. Activate. Configure VGA. There we go. Haha! Ta-da! All right, so we are looking at the View Magic, or Magic View, I believe is what it's called. Let's see here. It is the Magic 3D Easy View. That is the viewer, the visualizer that we get from Freestyler, and I believe you also get a version of it from QLC Plus. And we are gonna tell it that we're in demo mode, and so we're trying to build a light fixture if we were starting out. So we're gonna go back here to our viewer. There we go. So we're going to, the first thing we're going to want to do is look and see if our light exists. So we're going to come in here, and we're going to come into the Easy View data. Well, how about this other one? The Easy View library, and fixtures, and moving heads, and we don't really see much of anything. As far as that might not be the correct folder. Scan library. Yeah. Okay, so that's where we want to be. So first thing we're going to do is look and see if our light exists. In the case of the light that I am looking for, it is the Chauvet. And it is the Color Splash Junior. So Color Splash 2, Color Splash Junior. So right there. And you can see that we've already got some channels pre-existing. Now we're not going to change these, but I do want to show you how to create these. So we are going to assume that this fixture doesn't exist, and we'll go back to it and program these channels in like it doesn't exist. So let's do that. We'll go back here to our new, and if we come back here to our Color Splash Junior, The first channel we have is a master dimmer channel, so we need to put that master dimmer channel in. So we're going to come here to our drop box of effects, and we've got all kinds of different things. We've got a free, we've got pan and tilt, we've got mirror rotations, we've got colors, we've got color rotations, dimmers, gobos, gobo speeds, gobo rotates, gobo index numbers, gobo shakes, gobo rotates, irises, zooms, strobes or shutters, focus, frosts, and then speed channels, and then prisms, prism rotates, and prism indexing, and then lamp controls, filter controls, smoke and fog, and then RGB color mixing. So we've got a lot of options here, and unfortunately, some of these are a little convoluted and a little cumbersome. So just stick with me, and we'll get through them. Again, some of this stuff, the visualizer has not been keeping up with the advancements in technology with lighting. So some of the stuff that your lights can do, this cannot visualize correctly. You can get it kind of close, you can cheat it a little bit here and there, but it's still pretty rough. It's still not perfect. So just be aware that when you're doing programming with the visualizer, as much as it is a helpful tool to use when you're doing basic lighting changes and basic lighting setups, it always is a better idea to actually get the light, bring it up, plug it in, and then actually set your functions with the light sitting in front of you. That will always help you to program to the actual effects that you're looking for out of your light. Like I said, the visualizers are great, but they're a little lacking in some of the things that they actually show you as far as what you can do. So we're going to put a dimmer channel in. Wrong mouse. We're going to put a dimmer channel in. So we're going to grab our dimmer channel and drag it over to channel 1. So channel 1 is our dimmer. And then we can put in a preset of the dimmer, and we want it to be a full linear dimmer. Now what we can do is we can drag it, and we can drag in 3 presets. And actually we're going to drag in a few extras. So we're going to put on and off. There we go. I'm going to switch these off. There we go. So we've got lamp off, a dimmer linear, another dimmer linear, and then lamp on. So now we want lamp on, and we can just drag these to the values that we want. So we're going to want lamp on to be 250. 250. There we go. Sorry about that. I had another mouse in the way. So 250 to 255 is the lamp on, and from 0 to 5 is lamp off. There we go. And then we've got our linear dimmer, which is our brightness dimmer, from 0 to, we'll say 127 because that's mid-range. And then from 129 or 128 to 249 is our strobing dimmer. And then we have lamp off or lamp on at 250. And then we want to do our RGBW or RGB red, green, and blue colors for channels 3 through 4. So if we just grab this RGB button here, and we can drag that over, and that automatically generates our red, green, and blue channels for us. Now, if we had gobos, we could put in a gobo channel, And then what you want to do is you want to preset your gobos. Again, these are kind of rough ideas for gobos, and there's a bunch of them, and you could make your own if you wanted to take a picture of the gobos that your light has if you can't find a design in here that matches up. However, I just use the gobo 1 button, the gobo buttons, just so I know what gobo I'm on when I'm programming my controller or my light. And then again, you just drag these around to the correct value based on your user manual for your light and get the number range. Here is the lower value. Up here is the higher value. And then these buttons here, default preset, step proportional, rotating gobo, gobo indexation, and gobo shake. So you can actually, if your gobos are, oh, that's interesting. They've changed that a little bit. Okay. So if your gobos go, gobo 1, gobo shake, gobo 2, gobo shake, gobo 3, gobo shake, gobo 4, gobo shake, you can set that up in here with those gobo shake commands so you can indicate which ones are gobo shakes and which ones aren't. And it just, again, you just set your minimum and maximum DMX value, and then wherever your slider falls is the default setting that when you go there, that's where it'll go. Now, what the gobo or what that default means is if you select the default preset. So if I say the default preset for this is at 127 and click that as the default preset, when I load this light into my light show, it automatically defaults that light to be on. So I don't ever set the default at on. I always set it at off. I want it to default into the show at off. So when the show comes on, or when I load the show up, everything is off as if the show is live. And what I mean by the show is the visualizer. When the visualizer comes up, if you have something set to a default number, it'll show the light beam coming out of that light if it's on. Now, I don't program that way. I don't program with default things being on. I program with things being off, and I turn them on. So that is how I program my light shows. That's how I want my visualizer to look. My lights don't automatically come on when I start up the light show. I have to manually turn them on. So that's a little bit about that. And we were talking about how the menu boxes that I couldn't show you guys before, and this is what one of them looks like. So when you're setting up your light or creating a new light, and you come in and you tell it you want to make a new light fixture, you have some options of what you can pick and what it looks like, to kind of give you a better visualization of what your light actually looks like in the real world. And you can change your widths and dimensions of the fixture, and it will change the sizes. It is representative. And then our light beams are the number of heads a fixture has. So in the case of the Blizzard Lighting blockhead, the big blockhead that we were looking at, we want to show that we've got 25 light beams. Yeah. 25 light beams. There we go. And they're in a position of 5 by 5. So we want to drag them up here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Five. All right, so there's our 5x5 light beam, and we're gonna just make this blizzard. Dang it. And we'll call it a blockhead. And 2, and it weighs 5 pounds, and let's see if we can find something that looks similar to what a blockhead looks like. I don't know that we will. Actually, that one was pretty close. Alright, so we'll go with that. That seems like we're okay with that for now, and we're relatively happy with that. We can... So we click OK. So now what I want to do is I want to go in and I want to tell it that I've got this channel. How about this? That this channel, there we go, is set to light beam number 1. And this channel is light beam number 1. And this channel is light beam number 1. Now, every time you enter a set of RGB channels in, you need to program it to tell it that it's light beam number 1. Now, we've got a white, and we're going to take that to light beam number 1 as well, because our RGBW is multiple beams. Alright, come on. Open to a wider screen. What's going on? Really? You're not gonna... Interesting. Huh. That's interesting. So again, every time you enter a new set of RGBW colors choices in, you have to adjust the light beam when you've got multiple light beams and tell it what beam that channel represents, what beam that channel's producing a value for. And then you can do your modes. You can add, multiple modes. If your unit's got multiple ways to configure it, you can add those modes in. So then when we come in to our light show, no. And we're going to come in here and we're going to go to our Magic View 3D Easy. This one. And we're in demo mode. Do not ask this question again because we don't care. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to go to the network and we're going to go to is it? Yeah, there it is. Cool. Large show. Oh, and open. But it didn't do anything. Interesting. Why didn't you do anything? And if you guys have questions out there about DMX lighting, be sure to throw them up on the chat. We are watching the chat. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. It locked up on me. That's interesting. Device lost. I don't know what that means. Alright, let's try that again. Magic View. Come on, open it up. There we go. Now we can come back in here. There it goes. Ha 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 ha. All right. So when you do that, you get the so when you put the lights in your show, you can pick the mode in which you can pick the mode at which you insert the light at, and then that's what you can use to program your light show. And now what else we can do here is we can position show elements into our lights. So you can position trussing or T-bars in your lights and stuff around the room as if it's the room you're going to be doing a job in. Now, if you have like per se a wedding coming up, you can punch in the size of the wedding the room in the wedding, and label in different objects, doors, entryways, and kind of get a feel for what your light's going to look like. And this is all subject to how much time you want to spend putting things into your show. So you can put in doors and doorways and entrances and stairs and barriers. So you can really get really pretty intricate with what you're going to do and what your show's going to look like. To send to your brides, to send to your planning crews, people who are going to be planning your events for you, or, whatever it is that you're looking to do. But there are a huge number of different items that you can put in here to help give you a good visualization of what your display or what your light show is going to look like. You can put in furniture. There's bar stools and bar stuff and seats and chairs, and the list of things that you can put in here goes on and on and on. So the more intricate you get with this, and the more effort you put into it, the more accurate it will be. If you're doing lighting for a band or for a club, you can put in your drummers and your guitarists, and you can really get pretty intricate with with what your show looks like and what it's gonna actually look like according to once you get it lit up, I guess is what I'm getting at. And you've got sound system stuff. If you wanted to put in some sound system things, you could do that. Mine is really pretty simple. It's not real complex. Mine is the basics of my show: the truss and some T-bars, which I didn't bother modeling the tripod base for the T-bar. I could go in and put the subs in and the top towers and a DJ booth and all of the other stuff, but it really kind of defeats the point. I don't need all of that information, because all I'm really wanting to do is to be able to control my lighting, which is easy enough to do. Why does this not want to switch? Man, my computers are just misbehaving like crazy. My lighting computer that I actually do all my lighting on has actually decided to just completely misbehave and has decided to just completely stop working. I'm not sure if the hard drive died or if something more serious is going on with it, but it's decided to just not want to do anything. It won't even get past the boot up screen. And for whatever reason, I can't seem to access the hard drive to reformat it. So it seems to me like the hard drive might have bit the dust. Which is a shame, because it was a decent little laptop, but I may end up getting a newer laptop to DJ with and then transferring my DJing laptop into the new lighting control laptop, but we will, or lighting control / backup DJ laptop. We'll have to figure that out here in the near future. Maybe Santa Claus will bring me a new laptop, or I'll find a good Black Friday deal and get a new laptop. And I'll have to keep my eyes open. If any of you guys have a great laptop that you're really happy with, and want to share that information with me, I'd love to hear it from you. So make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below the video to give me a heads up on whatever laptop you're using and what you like about it, what you don't like about it. But yeah, anyway, so when we want to show our lights working, let's see, yeah, of course not. So what? So we're gonna come back to here. I got a little fuzzy sticking up there on my head. Anyway, so yeah, give me just a second here to change one thing. Well, apparently the version of Freestyler that I have on that computer is deciding to, or not the version of Freestyler, the version of the Magic View that I have on that computer is deciding to just not want to behave. I don't know why, that's kind of weird, but that's what's going on. So we'll launch the other one. And then if we go in here to our ArtNet, then we come back here and we do our screen control. And we'll actually go to our quad screen. So that's basically, again, what you do. You can go in, and I can go in here and go, okay, I want to do fast strobe, that's white, medium strobe, zero strobe, and then color strobes. And I can turn my chases on and off, and I can make it chase all the colors, and then turn it on. So that's a little bit about our DMX lighting. That's going to be wrapping it up for our lighting tutorials on DMX lighting. Again, if you have questions, feel free to drop me a line out there on the YouTube chat. It doesn't look like we have any questions currently. And what are we at for time? We're about 15 minutes ahead of schedule. So that is going to wrap it up for us for this series for the DMX lighting. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. And I hope that you find this, educational. And we want you to learn stuff. We want you to ask a lot of questions and be engaged with us here on the channel. And this is a lot of the let's take it up to rotate it up to a vertical position. Yeah, maybe there. That might work. So this is, again, showing you a lot of the programming codes and a lot of the way I have my light show programmed. So I can control everything with button clicks. It's all one click, one go. So I can make that red. Oh, nope, those are the lasers. All right, how about this one? There we go. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, cyan, blue, magenta, white. And again, everything's grouped together in sections. Oh, those aren't on. Hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. There we go. So do. So again, I have my there we go. So the pan and tilt of the DJ scanners is on one slider. The pan is on one. The tilt's on another. And then if we do our mini spots, should be this one. They're on. Let's go with blue. Something that's else is easier to be able to see. Yep. There we go. And we'll turn those off. And then again, we've got the pan on one slider and the tilt on another. Then we can come up here and we've got gobos set up. We can go. I gotta go down here. Gobos set up. So again, this is what I was referring to. I just use the gobo number. So when you zoom in, you just see gobo 3. zoom back out here. And then if I go in here and I turn on my DJ scans are old enough that the gobos are actually in the software, in the visualizer. So I have the gobos for that actually put in so that I actually get to see the gobo as it is with that unit. So now I can go in and I can go, okay, well, I want to make these move. So let's do a move command. Let's do something where they're off tilted from each other. So now they're doing a pre-programmed routine, and we'll make the DJ scanners, or the little mini spots, do the same. And then we can put them on color chase. And now they're doing a rainbow color fade or color chase across the lights. And we can put the DJ scanners on a color chase too. And then let's put the DJ booth on a whole color chase. So now it's fading all 4 DJ booth lights at the same time and at the same speed, and it'll go through a color. Now I can do the same thing with my uplighting around the room. So now it's going to go to red, and then go to blue, and then go to green, and then go to, so on and so forth. And really what it's doing is it's just going down these pre-programmed colors that I already have set up, just in a chase pattern, in a it's in a sequence. It's already set to go through those, and it's just at a certain time it's going to the next one, at a certain time it's going to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, so on and so forth. And then we can get the towers to do a color chase as well. So now our towers are going to come in. Oh, no, that might be the trussing. Yeah, that's the trussing. So now the trussing's doing a color chase as well. And then we can get the towers to do an RGB chase. So as you can see, we've got a whole lot of stuff all going on at the same time, which makes it really pretty cool. So now if I had all of these lights in the room, you would see that these are what it looks like. This is what would be going on inside our room that we're DJing in. And you can adjust the camera if you want to be, on the backside looking out like you're looking at it, and you can see what's going on. Or I like it to be from the audience perspective, which is what my audience gets to see, which that's how I like to program it. And so as what I'm looking at is what the audience is looking at. And it just makes for a really, really neat way to visualize your lighting. Now, next week we might actually bring in some lights and put them up against the back wall there, and that you see that the software and the visualizer and the lights are all kind of working in harmony together, and just show you how that all works out. I was hoping to maybe swing by and pick up some lights tonight from the storage unit. However, I was not able to do that, just based on time frame and some other stuff that I had to do today. But this pretty much wraps up our lighting tutorials. We will be starting to get into rigging and how to do that safely, and how There's some great features and some great functions out there. We're going to look at T-bars, we're going to look at trussing, we're going to look at several kinds of trussing, different lifting systems. We're gonna go from everything from the basic tripod stand with a T-bar on it set up that an entry-level DJ might be looking at, all the way up to what mobile production companies are using, and some bigger rigging to lift line array speaker systems and some big lighting systems for inside school gyms or other bigger events. So we will cover those topics through November, potentially into a little bit of December, and then mainly at the beginning of the new year. We've got a couple of holidays coming up. We will not be doing a show on the 23rd. As that is right on the holidays there, and I won't be doing a show on the 30th, I don't believe, going into December, and then we might do a couple the 7th, 14th, and 21st, but then after that we won't be doing a show until the 11th of January. So I will try to get all of those shows pre-set up and pre-scheduled on the YouTube channel, so you guys can be sure to follow them and know what's going on, and keep up with the schedule of what's happening. And as always, I hope you guys have liked what I've done. I encourage you to leave comments below. Let me know what you're liking. Let me know what you're not liking. Let me know what you want more information on. The more you guys comment, the more you guys like the channel, the more I know what you guys want to watch, what you guys want to see. What you guys are interested in learning about, and that is what my goal is to help you guys learn more about lighting, more about rigging. Hopefully soon we're going to get it, in the early beginning part of the new year, we're going to get into audio. I want to talk to you guys about how to set up audio and doing time delays for big audio events and how you do some of that stuff. We might even do a couple videos on video projection, how to do video mapping, how to do multiple video sources to multiple outputs. We've got a lot of stuff to cover. We got a lot of topics that we want to cover, but I need to know what you guys want information on. I need to know what you guys like. So be sure to comment, be sure to like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Let me know. I'm here to help you guys, and I don't know, if I'm doing a good job unless you guys tell me I'm doing a good job, or if you don't, think I'm doing a good job, tell me I'm not doing a good job so I know what to improve on for you. But again, join us next week, I believe. Let's just look at that again. The 16th. Yeah, next week we will be here at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, doing the final episode, the wrap-up video for our DMX lighting. If you guys have questions, be sure to make sure you put them in the comment section so we can get them answered for you next week on DMX lighting. If there's something in particular you guys want to know about QLC, if you want to know about my interface, how I've got it all hooked up, I'll be glad to share all of that information with you, and maybe we'll cover that briefly on next week's show, just how I've wired up my controller there and what I've got it hooked up and how I've got it hooked up. But anyway, we'll wrap up for tonight. I hope you guys liked the channel, liked the show. I know we really didn't cover a whole lot tonight. It wasn't really much of a topic, and that was really kind of intentional. We were hoping that we would get a few more people to watch. and get some questions. Seems like everybody is pretty much still concerned with the election campaign follow-up. But again, I am DJ Michael Chilson. I hope you guys had a great night, and I will see you next week, again, Wednesday night, Eastern Standard Time at 10 o'clock p.m. Till then, I hope you guys have a great time lighting up your world. Take care.